Hi Snapper family, I hope everyone is doing well. I miss all of you terribly. I just wanted to share with you an insect STEM challenge that we're going to be doing this week. So I'm going to start out with reading this book about my favorite insect, the bees. This is a National Geographic Kids book about bees by Laura Marsh. Outside, the sun is shining. The flowers are blooming and the bees are buzzing. When some people see bees, they run. Others might not notice the bees, but let's stop and take a closer look. Bees are helpful. Our world needs bees. Bees help both people and plants. Honeybees make honey and beeswax. People use these things in lots of ways. All kinds of bees help plants make seeds. Seeds can grow into new plants. Some of those plants give us fruits and vegetables. We can thank bees for strawberries, apples, almonds, tomatoes, and many other foods. Pollen Power. When a bee lands on a flower, the flower's pollen rubs off on the bee. Pollen sticks to tiny hairs on the bee's body. When the bee travels to another flower, pollen from the bee brushes off onto the new flower. This is called pollination. Now the new flower can start to make seeds. A bee's leg has special hairs that form a basket. The bee brushes pollen into the basket. Then it flies back to the nest. This pollen is used as food for baby bees. Bees collect nectar from flowers too. They drink nectar with their tongues. Some bees make honey out of nectar. These bees are called honeybees. 7 cool facts about bees. The first fact, the garden bumblebee has a tongue that is as long as its body. Number 2, humans collected honey from bees as early as 6000 BC. 3, bees have 4 wings, 2 large wings and 2 small wings. 4, bees can see colors. They are most likely to land on flowers that are blue, purple, or yellow. 5, farmers often hire beekeepers to bring bees to their fields. The bees help pollinate the farmers' crops. 6, honeybees do a dance called the waggle. Scientists think that the dance shows other bees in the hive where the best nectar is. 7, about 1/3 of the food on our planet grows because of bees' pollination. A bee or not a bee? It is easy to mistake other insects for bees. They often look alike, but there are ways to tell them apart. Take a closer look at a bee and a yellow jacket wasp, which is not a bee. Do you see the difference? The bee has hair all over its body that helps catch pollen. It eats nectar and pollen from flowers and has pollen baskets if the bee is female. The yellow jacket eats mostly meat, such as other insects. It does not have much hair and it does not have pollen baskets. A world of bees. About 20,000 kinds of bees live on Earth. All bees are either solitary or social. A solitary bee makes a nest for its young. The nest is inside a hole in the ground, in wood, in walls, or in plant stems. Solitary bees collect pollen, but they do not make honey or beeswax. I'll tell y'all, I'm tired of being a solitary bee. I'm ready to be a social bee with you guys again. Social bees live with many other bees. A group of social bees is called a colony. A colony of bees lives in a hive. Honeybees are one kind of social bee. As many as 50,000 honeybees may live in one hive. Bees care for their young there, and they make and store honey in the hive. Inside the hive, honeybees build with beeswax. The bees mold the wax into six-sided shapes called cells. Lots of cells together make a honeycomb. The bees put nectar from flowers into some of the cells. As the nectar gets thicker, it turns into honey. Bees eat the honey for food. Other cells in the hive hold bee eggs. There is one egg in each cell. The eggs hatch and the young bees grow and change. After 21 to 24 days, the young bees become adults. Every honeybee in the colony has a special job. These jobs keep the colony healthy and strong. There is only one queen bee. She is bigger than the other bees, and she lays all of the eggs, up to 1,500 per day. There are two other kinds of bee in the colony. Drone bees are male bees, or boy bees. Their job is to help the queen make eggs. Worker bees have many jobs. These females feed the queen and care for the young. They build the hive and make honey. On long flying trips, they collect pollen and nectar. They also guard the hive against enemies. Whew, that's a lot of work. Some humans build honeybee hives out of wooden boxes. Beekeepers take care of the hives and collect the honey. Beekeepers also check the bee colonies to make sure they are healthy. Beekeepers know how important bees are to our world. All right, so we've got some words we learned today. We learned about a hive, which is an open space within a tree, a structure, or box where bees live together. The honeycomb is a sheet of six-sided cells made of beeswax. Nectar is a sweet, sugary juice that flowers make. Pollen is a sticky yellow powder made by flowers. Social bees are bees that live in a group. And solitary bees are bees that live alone. I just love bees. So today we are going to be doing the Build a Bug Challenge. Your challenge: can you build an insect that meets the following criteria? It has to be between 8 and 12 centimeters long, have 3 body parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. It has to have 6 jointed legs, because insects have 6 legs that are 5 centimeters long, and it has to have 2 antennae 3 centimeters long. The suggested materials are clay, toothpicks, and pipe cleaners, but if you don't have that at home, you can always do paper and tape, or you can draw it on your tablets. You can do anything that you want as long as it has these criteria. All right. Also, my suggestion to you is to use your iPads or your computers to look up different kinds of insects so you can build different kinds. Although if you wanted to build a bee, that would be okay with me. I hope you all have fun doing this project, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye, guys.